Chemistry, Carbon and its Compound, Part 3. So, dear student, let's start our class. Okay? Please do join. Okay, so we can start our class. So before that, let's start our class. So this is our today's motivation. Every second counts today, every success starts tomorrow. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. So you have to use it properly and use it wisely. Use your time wisely now so you can thank yourself later that you have utilized the time, you didn't waste the time. So manage time, that will help you to manage your life. Focus today, that will help you to win tomorrow. Study now and shine forever. Small steps can be a beginning of a big achievement. So use time wisely, create your future. Don't wait for opportunity, create it with your time. So that's why you have to maintain focus, discipline and consistency. Then you can get the success. We all know that time is like a river. You can't touch the same water twice because the flow that has passed will never pass again. So use your time properly. Eduins will give you the assistance for class 9 to 12, not only for CBSE board, also for the West Bengal board. And this is our website www.eduins.in, and this is our contact number 907333577. And this is an announcement for you, dear students, that is for our online talent competition that is held at the 15th August 2026. This is our 80th Independence Day. So for this occasion, Eduins, there occur online talent competition for students of class 5 to 10. So for showcasing your talent, and inspired the nation. There is 6 categories for each section. So the 6 categories are singing, dancing, drawing, fancy dress, recitation and short video, all in the patriotic theme. So let's come together to encourage young minds and build a proud, creative and confident nation. So the event date is 15th August 2026 and last date for registration is 14th August 2026 and the registration is free. There is no hidden charges for the registration and the performance submission last date is 16th August 2026. So the students who are interested to participate in this talent competition can contact in our number 907 333 5777. This is our helpline number. Okay, students, whoever want to join the competition are most welcome. You can also join our Independence Day community. So from there you can get all the informations about the talent competition. Okay, so this is our online talent competition announcement. Okay, and from the class 5 to class 10, you can participate in our program. Okay. And this is for your seniors, class 11, semester 1 and 2, science and art students. So for any single subject, they can purchase it only at 1000 rupees. No hidden charges included in it. And there is a best value offer, that is any 4 subject for both semester 1 and 2 you can purchase only on 3000 rupees. So whoever want to join it can WhatsApp at this number 907 333 5777. Okay, and this is our website www.eduins.in. Want to know about Eduins? So visit our website. Okay, the subjects we cover, that is Bengali, English, physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, history, geography, pol science, economics, environmental studies and education. So there is a scanner. Okay, so from this scanner, the barcode, you can join our class 11 community. And you also know that Eduins CBSE also has a community from where you can gather all the informations about the live classes and the recorded classes and about the live sessions also. Okay, so now we can start let's start our class now. We have to study about the nomenclature of the hydrocarbon. So how we can name a hydrocarbon? There are so many names we can call a hydrocarbon, but there is a universal procedure, that is the U-Pack nomenclature. So today we will going to discuss about the U-Pack nomenclature. Okay, so just a person may have familiar name at home and formal name in official records. Organic compounds also have 2 types of name. One is common names and official U-Pack names. The systematic naming of organic compounds was developed by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So full form of the IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. These systematic names are known as the IUPAC names. To name hydrocarbons according to the IUPAC system, the following rules are used. So we have to know it step by step. How can we name a compound, chemical compound? So at the very first, there are few steps. So the first step is naming according to the number of carbon atoms. So at the compound, how many numbers of carbons are present, that is the fact for this kind of name. So this is the first part of the nomenclature, this is the first portion. Okay, so we have to do naming according to the number of carbon atoms present in the compound. So the number of carbon atoms in a hydrocarbon is represented by specific word roots. Word roots. So we have to know the word roots. What are those word roots? Okay, let's study it. So carbon, the number of carbon present in the compound. तो पहले क्या है देखो, तो इसमें अगर एक कार्बन हुआ तो उसे क्या कहा जाएगा, मीथ कहा जाएगा, क्या, मीथ. So for the number of carbon present is 1, that is known as meeth. So this is known as meeth. तो अगर हम देखें कि मीथेन, तो मीथेन में क्या है कि ये इसमें एक ही कार्बन कंपाउंड, एक ही कार्बन प्रेजेंट है, कार्बन एटम प्रेजेंट है. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका नाम शुरू हो रहा है मीथ से. मीथ मतलब क्या है कि जिसमें कार्बन की नंबर एक हो. कंपाउंड में द नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम इज 1. फॉर 2 कार्बन, द कार्बन्स, दिस इज नोन एज ईथ. सो फॉर 2 दिस इज नोन एज ईथ. तो एक कार्बन में क्या हुआ कि उसका नाम हुआ मीथ. तो अगर 2 कार्बन एटम्स प्रेजेंट है तो उसे क्या कहा जाएगा, कहा जाएगा ईथ. सो ईथेन, ईथेन सुन के क्या लगा कि इसमें ईथ है, मतलब कि कार्बन जो कार्बन है वो कितना है, 2 है. तो 3, अगर इसमें 3 कार्बन हुआ तो क्या होगा, प्रोप. तो मीथ, ईथ, प्रोप. प्रोप मतलब कि क्या है कि इसमें है 3 कार्बन. तो 4 कार्बन है तो उसमें कहा जाएगा ब्यूट. क्या कहा जाएगा, ब्यूट. 5 कार्बन हुआ तो उसे कहा जाएगा पेंट. सो फॉर 1 कार्बन मीथ, 2 कार्बन ईथ, 3 कार्बन प्रोप, 4 कार्बन ब्यूट, 5 कार्बन नोन एज पेंट. Pentose, we know about the pentose sugar. So from here there came the name is paint. For the carbon present in the compound is 5. For 6 carbons, this is known as hex. For 6 carbons, this is known as hex. 7 carbons known as hept. 8 carbons known as oct. 9 carbons known as non. 10 carbons known as dec. So there are nomenclature starts with the root section. So how can we know the root? By the number of carbon atom present at the compound, organic compound. So इसमें क्या हुआ कि 1 से 10, मतलब कि क्या है, 1 से 10 कार्बन हुआ तो उसका नाम क्या हो जाएगा, रूट. क्या है, रूट हो जाएगा मीथ, ईथ, प्रोप, ब्यूट, पेंट, हेक्स, हेप्ट, ऑक्ट, नॉन, डेक. ओके, इतना तक समझ में आ गया सबको? जैसे कि तुम्हारा आज शाम 6 बजे से साइंस क्लास हो रहा है, ऐसे ही कल तुम लोगों को हिस्ट्री क्लास है, ठीक है. सो फॉर टुमारो लाइव क्लास देयर विल बी हिस्ट्री. ओके, सो दिस इज द रूट फॉर 10 कार्बन्स. ओके, यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर इट प्रॉपरली. सो लेट्स स्टडी. Saturated hydrocarbons. We all know about the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons because at the previous class we studied about the saturated hydrocarbons and non-saturated hydrocarbons and their differences. So now saturated hydrocarbon, we all know that hydrocarbons containing only single covalent bonds are saturated hydrocarbons. Their names are formed by adding the suffix n to the appropriate root. Appropriate मतलब क्या है कि कितना सारा कार्बन प्रेजेंट है इसमें, उसको ही कहा जाएगा कि ये है appropriate root. तो उससे क्या होगा देखो. सो रूट के साथ प्लस सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन के लिए क्या मिलेगा? रूट प्लस एन, दैट मीन्स मीथेन, इथेन, प्रोपेन, ब्यूटेन, पेंटेन, हेक्सेन, हेप्टेन, ऑक्टेन. Okay, so that's how we can nomenclature these organic compounds. So hydrocarbons with double or triple bond. So this section are for the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons with double bond known as alkene. So an unsaturated hydrocarbon containing at least one double bond is named by. So इसमें क्या होना चाहिए कि सारे में ही डबल बॉन्ड हो, ऐसा नहीं, एक में भी अगर डबल बॉन्ड हुआ जिसमें कार्बन और कार्बन के बीच में, तो उसे कहा जाएगा कि वो है डबल बॉन्ड. और इसका नेम बाय एडिंग द सफिक्स इन, तो इनसे क्या जुड़ा जाएगा? देखा हमने कि रूट प्लस एन होता है किसके लिए? वो होता है सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन्स के लिए, जिसे हम एल्केन जानते हैं. सो हाइड्रोकार्बन्स विद डबल बॉन्ड उसे हम जानते हैं एल्केन. सो द एल्क, द रूट सेक्शन, so root plus in, that means ethene, propene. So here we can use the methane because we know that they need a double bond. So without minimum 2 number of carbon atom, they never form a double bond. So that's why the in group start with 2 carbon, that is ethene, not from methane. Okay, so we know about that, why methane is not used or methane is not present. Okay, got it, students? So got it, students? Why there no methane present? So why the minimum number of carbon present in alkene or alkyne is 2? Got it? Because we need double or triple bond. So if there is any one carbon present, so how they do make the double or triple bonds? Okay, students. So now hydrocarbons with a double bond and unsaturated hydrocarbon contains at least one double bond is named by adding the suffix into the carbon chain root. So root plus in. So we can for 2 carbon eth plus in. So there how they make the ethene. Now hydrocarbons with a triple bond. An unsaturated hydrocarbon containing at least one triple bond is named by adding the suffix YN, that is "ine", to the appropriate root. So there is need only one triple bond. Minimum one triple bond present in the compound. So we can write the name by using root plus "ine", that is for ethene, for eth, two carbons, ethine, that becomes the ethyne. Okay, so that's how we can nomenclature using the IUPAC method. So this is the first two portion. Now we have to study about another portion. Okay. So, naming of saturated hydrocarbons. तो पहले saturated hydrocarbons के लिए मीथेन मतलब कि यहाँ पर क्या है, देखो कि CH4 है, तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या प्रेजेंट है, कार्बन कितने सारे, एक है, तो इसके नाम हम रख सकते हैं कि मीथ से, क्योंकि ये यहाँ पर तो सिर्फ एक ही कार्बन मौजूद है, तो ये हो जाएगा मीथ. ओके, this becomes a meat portion. Okay. Now, this is saturated hydrocarbon. So, how can we know this is saturated or unsaturated? So, CnH2n. To putting the value of 1, n is equal to 1, we can write C1H2n. Sorry, 2, 1 plus 2, that is CH4. So, this is the general formula of alkane. So, this is the saturated hydrocarbon alkane. So, for root, meeth, and the portion join is N. So, this became methane. We know methane as sweet gas. Anyone from the comment section, can you answer the question why methane is known as the sweet gas? Why methane is known as the sweet gas? This is the sweet gas, methane. Okay, students? So, the structure of methane is C, tetrahedral bipyramidal. Okay, so that's how the bond structure. Okay, so the angle between the hydrogen is HCH is 109.28 minute. Okay, 109°28 minute. Okay, so this is the angle between the HCH. Okay, so hence the IUPAC name for CH4 is methane and its common name is also methane. Okay, so there is no another name. Now we have to know about when the carbon number of the carbon atoms is 2. Then how should we know? So if here we go from the formula to the nomenclature. Now we are going through the formula, the name to the formula. Now ethane, we know that eth plus n, that means there is no double or triple bond present. This is saturated hydrocarbon and eth means there present 2 carbon atoms. So there is no double bond between the carbon. So their free valencies are 3 for each carbon. So we have to put here the number of hydrogen. So we can write it like CH3. It is known as the ethane and C2H6. If we solve it, Cn is equal to 2 C2H2n plus 2. Okay, 2n plus 2. So here present 4 plus 6, that is 6. So this is saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so that's how we can nomenclature the ethane and methane. Okay, so there are difference between CH4 and C2H6, that is of CH4. If we add a CH4 with the CH2, add CH2 with CH4, this becomes C2H6. So this is the difference from ethane to methane to ethane, and CH2 is the difference from ethane to propane also. So that's how we can name the saturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Naming of C3H4. So how can we name C3H4? So there the structural formula is C3H8. So condensed structural formula is CH3, CH2, CH3. So let's elaborately study this. C and C. There are 3 carbon present here. Okay, and number of hydrogen is 8. So that's how we can manage it. So 3 to 5 and 3, 8, C3H8. So there only single bond present in the carbon-carbon. Okay, so the molecule contains 3 carbon atoms. So the root prop is used. Since it contains only single bond, it is a saturated hydrocarbons and the suffix N is added. So that's how we can name it prop plus N propane. So the UPAC name and common name are same, that is propane. Thus for hydrocarbons containing up to 3 carbon atoms, the UPAC and common name are identical. So only for the up to 3 carbon atoms. Okay, got it, students? Okay, so students who are interested to joining the program of the Eduins 15th August program, they can join our 15th August program community. The link is provided at the comment section. Okay, so that's how we can name the propane. Now next, naming of C4H10. One possible structure is C4H10 condensed structural formula, that is CH3CH2 CH2 CH3. This structure has 4 carbon atoms in a continuous chain represented by the root but. As all the carbon-carbon bonds are single bonds, it is saturated and the suffix N is used. So therefore, but plus N becomes a butane. IUPAC name is also butane, common name is N-butane, that means the normal butane. The prefix N in N-butane indicates that the carbon atoms from a straight or normal chain. The common nomenclature straight chain hydrocarbons are often represented using the prefix N. Thus, although the UPAC name is butane, it is known as common name is N-butane, that is normal butane. Okay. So the formula becomes CC, 4 carbon atoms. Here comes the 3 hydrogen at 3 valence point. There is only needed 2. There is only needed 2, and also there we need 3 hydrogen. So 3, 3, 6 and 4, 10. C3H10. We can also find the formula from CnH2n plus 2. This structure has 4 carbons. Okay, so this is known as the butane and common name is normal butane. Okay, got it? Okay, so pentane, that's how pentane is also known. Now we have to know the 2-methyl propane. So how can we nomenclature? There is a alkyl group present here. So at the next class we will discuss about the alkyl group. So for today we have to know what is 2-methyl propane. It should be noted that 2-methyl propane is something simply called methyl propane, because in its structure the methyl group can be attached only at one position. The common name of the hydrocarbon is isobutane. So this is known as isobutane. So straight chain structure of C5H12. Now let us consider its branched chain structure, which are known as structural isomers. One branched chain structure of C5H12 is shown below. So it contains 4 carbon atoms in the main chain and 1 carbon atom in the side chain. So how can we? So they are present 4 and 5. So they are present the CH3 group at the second carbon. That's why it is known as the 2-methyl propane. Now, one branch chain of structure C5H12 shown in below. It contains 4 carbon atoms in the main chain and 1 carbon atom in the side chain. The molecules contains a total 5 carbon atoms. Since the longest continuous chain has 4 carbon atoms, the parent hydrocarbon is butane. There is no one additional methyl group attached to the main chain. So this is known as methyl propane. The carbon chain must be numbered in such a way that the substituent gets the lowest possible number. The chain can be numbered from either direction. Number from the left gives the methyl group present at 2. So if we count it, methyl group present at the 3 for right to left, and for left to right this is at the second position. We have to take the position nearer to the end. So 2 is nearer to the end than the 3. So since 2 is smaller than 3, the correct numbering is the one that gives the methyl group in position 2. So जो भी methyl group को पहले रखा जाएगा उसे ही नंबर ऐसे ही गिनना पड़ेगा. कि कैसे कि राइट से लेफ्ट जाने से क्या होगा, वहां पर मिथाइल ग्रुप 3 नंबर वाला कार्बन में आएगा. तो अगर हमें क्या लेना है कि कौन सा वाला पहले आता है, तो क्या देखा हमने, अगर लेफ्ट से राइट तक जाया जाए तो वहां पर क्या होगा कि ये 2 नंबर पर आएगा. सो इसे कहा जाएगा 2-methyl butane. Commonly name is isopentane. The name 3-methyl butane is incorrect because the substituent should always receive the lowest possible number. Okay, got it students? Now another branched chain structure. So they are present branched chain structures. So of C5H12 contains 3 carbon atoms in the main chain and 2 carbon atoms as side groups. The compound has a total of 5 carbon atoms. The longest continuous chain contains 3 carbon atoms, so the parent hydrocarbon is propane. There are 2 additional methyl groups attached to the middle carbon atom, hence the compound can be considered as a dimethyl propane. तो dimethyl propane कैसे लिखा जाएगा? Okay, students. So that's how we can write the 2,2-dimethyl propane, because whether the main change is numbered from the left to right or from right to left, both methyl groups are located on carbon number 2. So यहाँ पर क्या है, दो मिथाइल ग्रुप है, मिथाइल ग्रुप क्या होता है, CH3 ग्रुप को मिथाइल कहा जाता है। तो दो मिथाइल ग्रुप होने के वजह से इसे क्या कहा जाता है, इसे कहा जाता है कि ये है 2,2-डाइमिथाइल प्रोपेन, क्योंकि जब ये जो कार्बन है इसका जो पोजीशन है ये क्या होगा कि दोनों ही एक में होगा। तो वो कौन सा वाला था, सेकेंड कार्बन में। तो ये हो जाएगा हमारा स्ट्रक्चर 2,2-डाइमिथाइल प्रोपेन। ओके, समझ में आ गया यहाँ तक सबको? So 2,2-dimethyl propane, the compound should be written as 2,2-dimethyl propane, not simply as dimethyl propane, because the number are necessary to show that both methyl groups are attached to carbon number 2 at the same carbon atom. Therefore, the UPAC name of this branched chain hydrocarbon is 2,2-dimethyl propane. Its common name is neopentane. तो कॉमन नेम क्या है बच्चों, नियोपेंटेन. नेमिंग ऑफ unsaturated hydrocarbons containing a double bond according to the IUPAC system. Hydrocarbon containing a double bond is identified by adding the suffix in. तो इन से क्या कहा जाएगा, हमें जनरल फॉर्मूला सबको पता है ना कि वो था CnH2n और यहाँ पर क्या होता था, इन होता था. तो देखो, naming of C2H4. The structure of C2H4 is H2C-CH2. This molecule contains two carbon atoms represented by the root eth, since it has a carbon-carbon double bond. It is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. A double bond is represented by the suffix in. Therefore, eth plus in is ethene. IUPAC name is ethene, common name ethylene. So ethene is also known as the ethylene. Thus the UPAC name of a 2-carbon hydrocarbon containing a double bond is ethene. The name of an alkene is obtained from the corresponding alkane by replacing the suffix "-en" with "-ene". For example, ethene is derived from ethane, both containing 2 carbon atoms. So ऐसे ही C3H3 को भी नाम दिया जाएगा. देखो C3H3 है, तीनों कार्बन के लिए इसे कहा जाएगा प्रो, और ये हो जाएगा जिस वजह से अनसैचुरेटेड और डबल बॉन्ड है तो इसे कहा जाएगा इन. सो ये हो जाएगा प्रोपीन. दैट मीन्स C, C and C, they are present 2, so there needed only 2, and there needed only 1, and then need only. Okay. So C3H6, this is the structure of propene, and that's how propylene or propene structured. Now, hence an unsaturated hydrocarbon having the 3 carbon atom and 1 double bond is called propene according to IUPAC nomenclature. An unsaturated hydrocarbon contains 4 carbon atoms and 1 double bond is called butene. An unsaturated hydrocarbon contains 5 carbon atoms and 1 double bond is known as pentene. Okay. So that's how butene is named. Okay, got it, students? So that's all for today's class. We will discuss the next portion at the next live session. And students who want to join the program or talent competition, please join our WhatsApp community, and from where you can gather all the informations about the competition. Registrations are free. Okay, students, so that's all for today. We will meet again at the next class and next live session. So That's all, and thanks for watching. If you like the live class, do subscribe our YouTube channel Eduins CBSE and press the bell icon to get the first notification for the live and recorded videos. Thanks.